I'm going to make a quick video on how to make a Google form that grades itself. And I'm using a new Google account that doesn't have anything linked to it to start from scratch. So to make the quiz, you just go to New, and you're going to make a Google form. And what I just title it name of quiz. First question, I have name, and it will automatically make that short answer. You can even add a description, like you say last first, which 20% of them will not comply with. I always click required on everything. Otherwise, they can submit it with a blank answer, and you definitely don't want that. And then the first question is, what is 2 plus 2? And you can then remove the description, say 2, 4, 5, what? 4, 5, no answer, or whatever. And then we'll make a second question. What is 7 times 2? 2, 4, 5, or 14. And we'll make a third one. What is all right, so that'll be our quiz. Then you click send. Oh, and you also have to click the name, otherwise it'll be called untitled quiz. But then click send, you'll get the link. One thing you can then copy the link and give that out to your students, and that gives them the quiz. One thing that's important is under options, if you, okay. When you're in your McGinnis account, it'll say restrict to McGinnis under here, but I'm not in the McGinnis account, so it won't say that. But you can, if you have that clicked, which is on by default, it will force them to use their McGinnis account, which I've found you can do that, but it'll confuse a lot of students and you'll have a lot of questions. You can unclick that, and then that lets them use their personal email or whatever. But here we go. So this is going to be the quiz link, which then you just push that out on Classroom. And it gives them this. So we're going to fill it out with the key, and then I'm going to fill out a few answers so you can see what the answers look like. So here's the key. I always title my keys key, or like Genheimer key, whatever. 2 plus 2 is 4, 7, okay, so there's the 3 right answers, submit. Then once you've had several people take it, you can go back to the quiz, and assuming you're signed in as yourself, you'll have this little edit icon on the bottom right. Click that, go to responses, and go to create spreadsheet. That'll then pop up the spreadsheet, which will have all the students' responses here. And let me get some student responses. All right, so we have some more student responses I just put in, and what you're gonna do to grade this is you'll click add-ons, then click get add-ons, and you're looking for Flubaroo, if that's how you pronounce it. And I chose a brand new Google account so you'd see what it's like to add it. Flubaroo. Here you go. Install. Continue. Allow. And this allows you to have it be self-grading, which is super simple. There we go. Okay. It's been installed. Great. Now we can just click on add-ons, Flubaroo, enable Flubaroo on the sheet. You'll have to do that on every new sheet that you do. So now it says it's been enabled. Then you go add-ons, Flubaroo, grade. You'll have a few options here. And your options are, we have to, it'll default to your name, identify as a student. That's great. And then you'll get the diagnostics afterwards, but you can click skip grading if sometimes there's bad questions, or if most people miss it, or if everyone gets it. Either way, if you want to skip one of them, you can do that. You can even assign it more points. If you want number 2 to be worth half the points, then just say everything's worth 2 points except number 2. There's a lot of stuff you can do. But we're just going to go normal, and I'll show you the diagnostics here. Then select what the key is, and that's my key is the key. And then it should say grading, and it'll make a second tab here. I've had it be kind of finicky where you have to do it a few times to make it work. I'm not sure why that is. There we go. So sometimes I've actually had more trouble today with this than I've ever had before, but if you go to either clear the cache or open in Chrome, if you open an incognito browser, it will start fresh, and if there's something wrong, that'll kind of fix the issues. But anyway, this thing grades it based on your key, and you can look at the correct answer rate here, and we have this question got 100% right. This question got 33% right, so most people missed it. And I found that whenever it'll flag failing questions with this orange. I found that then you go back, and I usually look at my best students and see if they got it or not, and then also double check with my key that I got it right, because sometimes I'll put the wrong answer, or there's an ambiguous answer and there's multiple correct answers, that kind of thing. But then here you go. So here's the entire class's grades, and that's the self-grading test.